Hey y'all, it's your girl Brandy. Enjoy this ride, take a seat, and let's do this thing together. Hit that like and subscribe button to be notified of all my videos. We are getting ready to board the flight out of Vegas to go to Dallas. Tad. She said D, right?
This tram is going to the D-Gate. Please hold on to a post for an entry.
We are now in Dallas, getting ready to get on our connecting flight to head to Mobile. I put a piece of gum in my ear, in my mouth. It kind of makes it pop. It ain't work yet. But I want to get over here to be. So we finally made it to Mobile. Super excited. So out of breath. We want to get our bags and head out. I will catch up with you guys later today to give you a recap of our trip, to give you some do's and don'ts of Vegas. So check back in with you guys later. Hey y'all, so this is your girl Brandy Renee, and I wanted to touch base with you guys in regards to my trip that I took to Las Vegas. I've been back for roughly 10 days, excuse the dogs, But I've been back for roughly 10 days, and I just wanted to recap my trip that I took to Vegas, me and my husband. Um, First off, I didn't realize how much walking this trip would have, this trip encompassed. So I'm like, I brought my tennis shoes because I know it was a little bit walking, but it was a lot of walking. So first thing is, please be prepared to walk. Have some comfortable shoes so that way you're not uncomfortable while you're doing your walking. It's hot, and depending on where you're from, um, the hot is a little extreme or it could be a little bearable. I'm originally from Florida, now I stay in Alabama, so my hot is a humid hot. So even though it's hot, it's still bearable. That hot out there in the desert is hot. It's like hot where it's like hot and there's no relief from it. So if you're not prepared for that type of weather, make sure you stay hydrated. Be prepared, short sleeves, shorts, anything that you can have air to kind of make you a little cooler. Overall, I enjoyed my stay. I was a lot of surprises that my husband did for me. It was my birthday weekend, so up another year, glory to God. But it was different. Like me personally, whenever I book trips or cruises or anything to that sort, I never put Las Vegas in that category that I wanted to visit. You know, due to the COVID right now, that there's a lot of places not open, or you have to quarantine once you get there. So Las Vegas is not a place that I would put on my list of bucket lists or to do for places to visit. Just because I don't gamble, or I don't gamble a lot, may I say that. I don't gamble, I don't like to lose money, so I don't gamble a lot. So there's not a lot of activities per se where you go to Vegas and there's a lot of stuff that you need to do, or a lot of stuff that you want to do. So that just wasn't a place that was on my bucket list. But we got there Thursday night and we left early Monday morning. So that was a quite a bit of days where we were able to enjoy ourselves and partake in a little of the activities that are there. We did the gondola rides, we did the ATV, what else did we do? The Wax Museum. I think that's pretty much the rides. We did the Bellagio water show, did some shopping, walked the strip a little while. We really wanted to, I had booked for us to do the Stratosphere and the Eiffel Tower. So we didn't go. Our intentions were to go. I even booked the tickets in advance. So we had tickets for both the Stratosphere and the Eiffel Tower. We just didn't make it. We tried to make it on our last night there to the Eiffel Tower, but since we had such an early flight, we just wanted to get to the room and just relax. Overall, if I had to rate Las Vegas, not my my experience in Las Vegas, but to rate Las Vegas just overall, with the things to do, the attractions, I'd give it a 6.5. You know, there's a canyon, there's a helicopter, but there's really not a lot of attractions if you don't gamble. So I would give that a 6.5. Nice. My experience there was a 10 because I was with my husband, and he just makes everything a 10. But would I go back to Las Vegas? I would go back to Las Vegas. It wouldn't be for the amount of days that I went this time. It would just be a weekend trip. And I would most definitely partake into the attractions that I was not able to do this round. But a multiple consistent trip to Las Vegas, no, that's just not me. That's not my husband. Because we just don't gamble. If you gamble, then of course you're just like in heaven with all the different casinos you can go to. But we stay in Alabama, and we have Biloxi close to us, where there's also casinos. But overall, the restaurants there, there was a Grand Lux Cafe, I think that's what it is. Food to die for. Like my husband was eating, he had chicken and waffles. And if you haven't seen my previous videos, go back and review my, it's either my second or third video, where he's eating the chicken and waffles, and his expressions just say it all. It was magnificent. It was just awesome. Other than that, I give it a 6.5 out of 10 for things to do besides gambling. But just for the experience, it was a good experience for me. It was my birthday weekend, I said it before. Me and my husband just had a fantastic time. We stayed at the Venetian, which was awesome. It was just beautiful. We stayed at the Venetian, and my husband actually rented a, you can call it a limousine. If you haven't seen that, check out my first video, the Arriving to Vegas video. You can actually see the limousine, and he did the limousine for us to arrive. And when we left Monday morning, he had the limousine as well. So that was pretty good. People ask about the homeless in Las Vegas. And of course, we saw a lot of homeless people in Las Vegas. But they weren't begging at all. They were on the strip where you can see them, and they were there. I think I saw one sign the whole time I was there where someone was asking for something. But as far as the homelessness there, it's a lot of it. But they were not to the point where they were harassing you. I know if you go like overseas, because we've been to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Bahamas, all those areas, like, they're not homeless people, but they're constantly harassing you to buy something. It wasn't that type of vibe, which is good, because you really just wanted to enjoy yourself without any distractions or interruptions. So that was a good thing. Other than that, if you guys have any questions for me about Vegas, please comment below. So that way I can always get back on and address any comments that you guys have or any suggestions that you guys have. I really have not introduced myself to YouTube yet. I just started off posting videos, but what I'm going to do is the next video you see of me will be introducing myself, as well as my husband and my daughter and all of our dogs. You heard the dogs in the beginning. We have 5 dogs. My husband is a old English Bulldog breeder, so hopefully, you know, if we stay on this journey, you will see some of our puppies having litters. So that's something awesome to experience. Just stay on the journey with me. If you have not already, please like and subscribe and share.